Once you've downloaded the Dragon Shield app, there's several features that you can use to keep you safe on campus. First thing, when you first download the app, you're going to be prompted with this screen. If you would like to use your Bluetooth, please allow this to happen as it allows us to pinpoint your location even further during an emergency. So click allow, then go ahead and enter your full name, and I'll enter my full name as Owen Fritz, and then enter the Tiffin University email address that has been associated with your school account. So I'll go fritzol at tiffin.edu. Then I'll enter my phone number. I will check that I accept the terms and conditions. And then it's going to send verifications, two-step verifications to your email address and your phone number. So I'm going to go ahead and allow or put this number in for my two-step verification. And then it says choose your institution. Go ahead and let that skip by. Do not touch anything, and it will automatically come to this screen. You will notice that it didn't ask me for my two-step verification code for my email. This depends if you're already in the system or not. If not, at that point, it would have stopped you and asked you for that two-step verification code. On that two-step verification code, make sure that you check your email and check the spam if you can't find it, or it allows an option to resend it. Once you're inside of the app, you're going to see this notification that says, would you like to allow us to send you notifications? This is very important for you to allow. Otherwise, during emergencies, the app will not go off. So please select allow. Once you've selected allow, you'll be presented with the home screen in the app. There's 6 different tiles for you to choose from. We'll start with the first one, contacting campus security. This tile is to be used during non-emergencies such as lockouts, vehicle jump starts, or other non-emergencies on campus. What this does, you would click the tile and it will automatically call campus security. This is just making a regular phone call from your cell phone and does not share your location. The next tile is the mental health hotline. This is a mental health hotline that is staffed 24/7 by mental health professionals. So if at any time you feel you need to speak to a mental health professional, click on the tile and it will connect you via the telephone number that is provided. The next feature is called Anonymous Tips. Anonymous Tips allows you to submit any kind of tip to campus security that you feel needs to be addressed. So you can see there's several different categories of anonymous tips: auto violations, criminal activity, any type of dating violence or domestic abuse, drug abuse, hate crimes, bullying, inappropriate behavior, among others. These are anonymous tips that report to campus security so they can be addressed. If you don't find a category which your anonymous tip will fit in, please choose Other. So in this example, I'm going to choose Other. Once you do select Other or your category, you're going to enter the tip information, and you also have the ability to upload a picture or pictures if you would like. You can choose Send Anonymously, or if you really want your location and notification information to be known, go ahead and check or unselect that box. But if you want it to be sent anonymously, select the box. Also, you can choose to send the location or not send your location so we can further pinpoint on where the problem area truly is. At this point, once you hit submit, it will send the tip to campus security to be addressed. The other feature on the app is the safety timer. The safety timer allows you to share your current location with friends and family along with campus security if you desire during a certain activity. So if I choose safety timer, it says I need to set a pin for this feature. You also see this across the top part of my screen. So once I go ahead and click yes, I'm going to set a pin number that will be used to deactivate the safety timer. So I'm going to just choose 1234 for this example. You could choose any PIN number that you would like. Only this PIN number will deactivate the safety timer. Once you have set a PIN number, you're going to be presented with the safety timer home screen. At this point, you can choose contacts in your address book by clicking on the person with the little plus icon and selecting the contacts on who you want to notify that you're currently going to be using the safety timer. If you don't have anybody that you want to notify and you want to notify campus security instead, that is an option. So for this example, I'm only going to notify campus security that I am walking to my car after class. So that's going to be the scenario. Let's say it's 9:30 at night and I'm walking to my car. I could choose other contacts as well to share my location with, but I'm just going to choose campus security for this example. So I have campus security and I'm going to click on continue. Once I click continue, I can go ahead and select a previous activity that was used for the safety timer, or I can enter a new one. So you can see in the example, they have jogging. If I used a previous one, like walking to my car, I'm going to go ahead and select that. It automatically fills that out for me, and I can change the duration to maybe 10 minutes or below. You can choose a minimum of 5 minutes, but you always can exit out of the safety timer earlier. So if it's 9:30 at night and I'm walking to my car, I should say it should take a maximum duration of 5 minutes. So once I click initiate the safety timer, it's automatically going to text my contacts that I selected, my location, and the activity that I'm doing. If you chose campus security, it's also going to alert campus security to your location and what you were doing. It's important to note once you initiate the safety timer, it also is going to update your location as you're doing the activity. So if I click on initiate safety timer, it's going to initiate a map and say where I'm located. I also can end the safety timer by clicking and entering my PIN number so I can enter the safety timer early. And it's as simple as that. This feature is to allow you to be safe on campus. If at any time you don't feel safe during an activity such as walking, jogging, going to a friend's house, etc., you can use the safety timer that will allow somebody to know your exact location during the safety timer. If at the end of the safety timer you haven't deactivated it, it will automatically notify those that you have selected that you're potentially not safe. Once we go back to the home screen, you will see there's two other tabs and two other tiles that you can select. One is Campus Safety Resources. When you click on Campus Safety Resources, this will redirect you to our campus safety and security site within the tiffin.edu homepage, which allows you any type of resources that you may need. The last feature is the area map. The area map allows you to know where the parking is located on campus, where emergency locations for AED defibrillators are located, along with other information. This also serves as a regular map if you're new to town and you'd like to know certain things and where certain locations are located. The last few features on the app deal with emergencies. Emergencies are important to be recognized quickly and swiftly as possible. If there is an emergency, there is an emergency slider across the top of your screen. If there truly is an emergency, you would be activating emergency services. It's important to note that if you activate the emergency slider and select police, fire, EMS, or active shooter, that you are contacting emergency services. And if this is done in a false pretense, then you would be criminally charged for misuse of 911. So please make sure that you're selecting the appropriate category when you choose the emergency slider. Along with this, if you have an emergency for campus security, you can choose them as well. So if I truly had an emergency, I can slide across the emergency slider. It will automatically choose for me in 10 seconds by default. If I truly have one of these emergencies, if not, it's automatically going to default to campus security. And you'll see that it's going to gather my location data and it's going to automatically send this to emergency services and campus security. In this example, it defaulted to security and not emergency services because I didn't choose a police, fire, EMS, or active shooter. At this point, the alert has been sent to campus security and campus security has been notified. You might hear a beeping in the background, which is alerting on the backside for campus security. So at this point, you have a couple other choices. You can end the alert, which in turn you probably will be contacted by campus security anyway. You can call security to also let them know further details, or you can stream video right from your phone if it's a true emergency, and this video will be recorded and shared again with campus security to give them a live look of what's going on. So I'm going to go ahead and end the alert. And once you end the alert, campus security also probably again will be contacting you to make sure that there truly wasn't an emergency. But again, if you do have an emergency, such as police, fire, EMS, etc., please make sure that you choose it appropriately and do not misuse 911. Essentially, when you select the emergency slider, it is automatically alerting campus security and dialing 911 via text message for you and sharing your location. The final things across the bottom of the app, you'll notice a chat icon at the very bottom. You'll see I've been doing some testing here, but I can choose to chat with security either in an emergency or a non emergency setting. Please note that you need to initiate a new chat session once the chat session has been closed. Hopefully, this gives you some guidance. If you have any information or need any further details on the app, please contact Campus Security located in the Gilmore Student Center, and we'd be happy to help you.